What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my WWE TLC 2011 review. This show was hosted live in Baltimore, Maryland. And speaking of Baltimore, the San Diego Chargers are kicking the Baltimore Ravens' asses. Who? Phillip Rivers, hashtag Mr. December. But besides that fact, let's get started. So the first match of the evening was the United States Championship match featuring everyone's favorite, Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler to show off. Now, this was a nice little opening match. Nothing too special. Wasn't like, oh my god, greatest match ever. It was nice. It was quick. These two knew how to work well with each other. I enjoyed it very, very much. It was a nice little, you sat there. It flowed very well. Zack Ryder ends up becoming the new United States champion, and this is good. People, whether you like it or not, Zack Ryder's over, and they wanted him to win that United States Championship. Some people are very excited about this. Some people are like, oh my god, I gotta deal with Zack Ryder. But hey, everyone has that certain wrestler where they don't want to deal with them holding the belt. We just gotta deal with it sometimes. If it comes to a case like, let's just say, a John Cena where he's holding it for way too damn long, and it's just like, God, there could have been another possibility, like an R-Truth or someone to win the belt. I can understand, but his first singles title reign, guys, come on, man. Let's be excited for the kid. Zack Ryder, congrats to y'all, dog. But pretty much all I gotta say there. This is good. Ziggler can now start slowly moving up to the main event, and Zack Ryder gets his first title. It wouldn't be a WWE pay-per-view without the random matches of the night, and we got 3 of them, actually. Oh, baby. First random match of the night was Air Boom bursting Primo and Epico. And I know Primo and Epico were a tag team now. I didn't know they were #1 contenders. Well, this was an okay tag match. I really did like the double team stuff that Primo and Epico did in this match. What they did as a team really impressed me. It was like, oh wow, these guys really know how to work together. Certain moments were like, but this tag match was kind of like short. It wasn't really that good. It was just kind of filler. It was like, why was this on this card? Why couldn't you guys just move on to something else and give more time? Maybe a Cena promo, because there was no Cena sighting, guys. This is a rarity for a WWE pay-per-view nowadays. But besides that, it was just, I don't know, it was just like, why is this on here? Like, cool, we got a tag team title match, but it wasn't announced. There was no build to it. It was like, it's just kind of thrown on there, and it's just, why? Why is it on here if it's not announced? Speaking of which, in non-announced matches, we had Kelly versus Beth Phoenix. Now, if you guys have been following the Divas division, you kind of notice that all they've been really doing is running around the ring and making them say, oh, you can't cry, and plugging the WWE 12 video game out of their fucking asses. That's all they've been doing with these divas. It's boring. And if you did pay attention to a little whatever they've been doing with their matches, you've noticed Alicia Fox was the diva actually getting the wins in those tag team matches. So logically you would think, oh, Alicia Fox is getting a diva title shot. No, not Alicia Fox. She's too busy doing other stuff. Instead, Kelly gets it because on Raw, Kelly got a slammy. Beth Phoenix was saying, cry. Kelly slapped her. And yeah, so this match, it wasn't bad. Like, I wouldn't say it was like, oh god, this was terrible. It wasn't the best Divas match ever, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, why is this on here? It was like, kind of like, okay, it kind of makes sense, but why couldn't you announce it? That's my only problem. Why don't you announce these matches so this card could have been ultra stacked and be like, man, I can't wait for this match, that match, that match, that match. But instead, it wasn't. So Kelly and Beth Phoenix, they have a good match. There's some spots that you've seen in their old matches. Sometimes it was like a moment like, oh, is Kelly going to win? Or was Beth going to win? It kept you guessing, which I liked. But Beth Phoenix ultimately goes over, wins with like a power bomb, glam slam. I don't know what you want to call that shit. It was pretty sick if you ask me. But Beth Phoenix retains. And when is Alicia Fox going to get her damn title shot? Well, we were supposed to get Cody Rhodes versus Booker T. But Cody Rhodes attacked Booker T earlier tonight. So Booker T was under medical care. He was being checked on. But then afterwards, Booker T came out to the ring, because they cleared him. And then Cody Rhodes came out and attacked Booker T again. And Booker T goes back again, and we have another match to replace it. Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett in a tables match. Now, this match was very entertaining. I did enjoy this match. Wasn't the best match of the night, but it was very entertaining. I like the little spots they had there. There's a lot of spots where like, oh, he's going through the table. He's going through the table. And just for everyone, because I know people are going to freak out about this anyways, might as well just do it. Just like everyone on Twitter and everyone in the world, we got blood! Yay! Wade Barrett was like cutting, dude. Like seriously, god damn, it was sick. It was nasty. Ugh. But besides that cut that he had on his head, I mean, this was an entertaining match. The only problem is, in my predictions, if you guys do not know, I said I wanted Wade Barrett to win because it would solidify him as being the next guy to another level. Randy Orton wins, and you know I can see why WWE did. It's not like, oh god, this is fucking terrible. It's like I can see why, but why not Wade Barrett instead and solidify him more into the future, especially what happens later in the night when I get over to it. That was the funniest shit that ever happened, but I control myself. Wade Barrett should have won this match in my opinion and solidify him more to that main event level. I feel Orton has done enough where if he would have got put it through a table and you made Wade Barrett look ultra strong, then yes. But Randy Orton does the flying RKO through the table. Jeez, I wasn't surprised when that happened. Then we get the Sledgehammer on the pole match with Big Teddy Cool. Woo woo! Diesel comes out and Triple H, God himself. This whole match can basically be summed up as Triple H owning Kevin Nash every 10 seconds. Kevin Nash getting one offensive move, then Triple H controlling the whole match. Kevin Nash, it was just two guys beating each other up. It was like Crash TV shit. It was fun to watch. It wasn't like, God, this is an epic match. I'm gonna watch this over and over again. It was like, you know, this is fun to watch. You know, I can get some friends over and be like, hey, I want to watch TLC, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? And they see this match and go, oh, wow, these guys are beating the shit out of each other. You know. Kevin Nash took a ladder bump though, which surprised me. He took a ladder bump through the table. I was like, oh shit, he actually did it. And Triple H ends up winning, grabs the sledgehammer, pins Kevin Nash. I would be nice if I understood the rules before this happened, but hey, whatever. Triple H wins, no surprise there. I guess Triple H is moving on to better things. No Undertaker, please. But pretty much that's about it. Then there was a backstage segment early on in the show. It was Sheamus and Jack Swagger, and they were talking back and forth. They were like, oh, Jack Swagger's like, what are you going to do about Mark Henry hitting me in the chair? And then Teddy Long, he's dressed up as Santa Claus, hitting on the Bella Twins and calling Hornswoggle a retard because he can't speak proper English or some shit like that. And Teddy Long's like, I'm not going to do nothing, player. And then Sheamus comes out, he's all happy, and Jack Swagger's mad at Sheamus, and so they decide to have a match. Why is this on here? It's not fun to watch a Jack Swagger match because we know he's going to fucking lose. There isn't a moment where I'm like, oh god, I can't wait for Jack Swagger to come out, because I know he's going to lose. There's nothing exciting about it. It's boring. It's dull. Don't do it. Especially on a pay-per-view where some people fork over $50. They don't want to see Jack Swagger versus Sheamus because we see this match on Monday Night Raw on that fucking TV every night. We see it. We don't need to see it live on pay-per-view extended 2 minutes. Really? Who do you think won this match? Sheamus. They're not going to have fucking Jack Swagger win this match. And now time for the funniest segment in the world. Yes. Yes. I'm not marking out, boys. I'm laughing. So Mark Henry and Big Show have a chair match. And this match only goes 5 minutes. I'm not going to lie, I did not like this match whatsoever. It was bad. It was bad in my opinion. Big Show wins the World Heavyweight Championship. And I was like, holy shit, what are they going to do now? And this was cool. In a way, I was like pissed off because I wanted Mark Henry to hold that belt for a long time. But then afterwards, it was just kind of like, Big Show wins. Oh, maybe they're going to turn Kane and Big Show feud. Yeah, that'd be cool. Mark Henry attacks Big Show from behind him, puts him DDT on the chair, and then over here, Daniel Bryan with extended arm, runs in the ring, cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase, and wins the World Heavyweight Championship. The look on his face and the way that he ran to the ring, it was, oh. And he pins the Big Show. It was just so weird. So you're telling me you have a world champion that has been looking so dominant, and Mark Henry, you have him get his ass kicked by the Big Show in less than 10 minutes. You have him kick Big Show's ass, and you have Daniel Bryan cash in. We don't know what's going on with Daniel Bryan's character. Is he going to be a heel or is he going to be a face? And it's just all clustered. Cluster-fucking-mania. Yes! Oh, really? This is just a clusterfuck right here. Who's the face? Who's the heel? And now, was I happy Daniel Bryan won? Was I excited about it? You know, normally when a Money in the Bank cash-in happens, you get excited. And the fact that I was laughing about it, and I thought it was hilarious, just shows how funny it is that WWE did this. Yeah, you know, people are going to mark out, and probably people are going to dislike this video because I trashing Daniel Bryan because I don't think he should be world champion. Sorry, it's my opinion, and I have one. Sorry, I'm actually having the balls to come out here on YouTube and say, I didn't like what happened here. I didn't like that they did this. I thought it was hilarious that they did this and clusterfucky. Sorry, I'm giving an opinion. If you guys want to go to some fucktard that loves Daniel Bryan and gives the show like a fucking 10 out of 10 just because Daniel Bryan won, go. Go find him. X out this video. Leave. In my opinion, it was dumb to give Daniel Bryan the world title. Sure, many people are going to be happy. I know some people in the comments down below, they're fans of Daniel Bryan. But some of them will probably be like, I think it was too early. I know some people that will probably say, I think it was too early. And to me, I thought it was too early. I don't think he was ready. I'm not supposed to believe this guy is a fucking world heavyweight champion in like the time you were building him up. I just think it was clusterfucky. You have Big Show beat Mark Henry, who I thought should have kept the title and faced Kane. But then afterwards, Big Show wins. Okay, so what's going to go on from there? Let's see what happens on SmackDown. But Mark Henry attacks Big Show, so is Mark Henry Big Show not going to feud for the world title more? Daniel Bryan wins a world title. How does that not go through your guys' brain and say, yes, you can be happy for Daniel Bryan? I'm not saying don't be happy for Daniel Bryan. But think about it like, man, what's going on with this storyline here? It's just, And then, not to mention, you devalue a world heavyweight title because, first off, does this make Daniel Bryan a strong world heavyweight champion? He can't even pin the guy who freaking World's Strongest Super slammed him on Super SmackDown or Holiday SmackDown, whatever that bullshit was. You haven't pinned a 500-pound giant after he gets his ass kicked by another giant who just won the title. This not only doesn't make Daniel Bryan look weak, but it makes the World Heavyweight Championship look like shit. So this is why I did not like this segment. I'm sorry if you haters out there are going to dislike it, but if you guys watch this part and understand, I'm pissed off of it because I just didn't like how the World Heavyweight title looked at. And when you look at the World Heavyweight Championship, that is supposed to say, this guy is the champion. This guy holds that belt, and it's hard for anyone to win that title. It takes years of working. Well, it took fucking Big Show 2 minutes to lose that shit, and it took Daniel Bryan 2 minutes to win it. So how am I supposed to believe that bullshit? My opinion. Congrats to Daniel Bryan, though. He definitely deserves to become a world champion, but not just now. If that makes you guys feel any better, I truly believe he deserves to be a world champion in the future, just not now. Where did they go from this? I don't know. Finally, we get Booker T versus Cody Rhodes in the IC title match. This match was kind of short, but you know it made sense because Booker T and Cody Rhodes has been attacking Booker T the whole night. Booker T, you know, he did a good opening promo before the show where he was all like, you know, this is about proving a point. It's not about me being a Hall of Famer. I don't care about my health. I've done it all already. It's about me proving a point to Cody Rhodes, and he's gonna get his, and that was very cool. Such a veteran type attitude from Booker T. Okay match from these two. It didn't go as long as I wanted. I was actually looking forward to this match the most. I love Booker T's in-ring work. Like I said, my predictions, I think it's highly underrated, and I love Cody Rhodes' in-ring work as of now. But you know, it was fine. You know, both guys got their moves in. We saw a Spinner Rooney sighting. No bitching here. Cody Rhodes wins. Right guy won. But all right match. Then we get on to the main event. featuring CM Punk versus Miz versus ADR, and a special secret super duper. Nah, I'm just kidding. John Cena didn't get in this match. It's still a triple threat. LOL. People thought he might get his way in this match. No, John Cena not here tonight, brother. CM Punk versus Miz and ADR. This was a very entertaining TLC triple threat match. It wasn't like terrible or bad. It was just like, it was entertaining. It wasn't like necessarily the best TLC match I've ever seen. But see, the only problem I had in this match was selling the moves and certain moves that these guys would do. Like literally, Del Rio would put CM Punk in an armbar through a chair, and then 2 seconds later, CM Punk's back up and trying to beat up Del Rio. Miz, the same thing. Like, it just felt like these guys were like superheroes, and they weren't selling the moves long enough, and it was just kind of awkward and weird. It's like, after that, I would just be holding my arm. They didn't even play the arm trick, you know. It just didn't look good. But on the positive side, it didn't look too clusterfucky. And this is what I hate when it comes down to triple threat TLC matches. There's always like a cluster going on. You don't know what's going on. But they spaced it out between all three men. They didn't make it too clustery. They didn't play that whole Del Rio Miz friend card a lot. It was bare minimal, if anything. So you know what? I was fine with it. CM Punk ends up retaining. You know, there's a lot of moments where you're like, oh, is CM Punk going to lose? And CM Punk finds a way to go against the odds and win. Ricardo Rodriguez, you are a fucking champion for taking that motherfucking bump. Holy shit, Ricardo. But yeah, you know, this was a very entertaining match. Now, my overall thoughts of the show. This show to me was below my expectations, and I'm telling you this why. I know many people are going to bash me for this, but can you guys respect my opinion instead of bash me? Can you guys just say, oh, he gave me his opinion, and he came on here and told me why? Maybe I should just, you know, respect it. You don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying agree with everything I say. I say respect my opinion like I would respect yours. And this is why I'm going to give it. I'm giving this show a C-. And the reason why I'm giving it was originally a C, but certain aspects in the triple threat match, like I mentioned in my review, were, you know, it was a C- at best, you know. Random filler shit not announced. Certain matches going long than they should. And the terrible World Heavyweight Championship using in this card really wanted to make me vomit. You really hurt the World Heavyweight title. It was something I did not like. It was an okay show. You know, this show had potential, but, you know, just certain outcomes were just like, why did this person win? Or certain things are like, why is this person on this card? It's just didn't flow. This card just didn't feel like a flowing card to me. It just kind of felt like, okay, here's a match, here's a match, here's a match, here's a match, instead of there's a nice little flow going into it, and you're just sitting down and you're intent of watching this pay-per-view. There's no other distractions. It was just kind of like, there's a match here, then we're going to do this right here, and then we're going to do this right here, and we're going to fill the time here. It's just, I just couldn't get into it. That's just me. Everyone else has their own opinion. I just ask, because I always have to ask this. Can you respect mine? Not that hard. But anyways, if you guys like this video, subscribe up above, comment down below, like this video, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to Excellence of Wrestling, and subscribe to YWF Explosion. This is Chase Oliver 68, and I say peace.